The new way to buy a mattress is in a box. Hi everyone, I'm Jeff, and this is Plain English lesson number 530 on Monday, December 19th, 2022. JR is the producer, and he has uploaded today's full lesson to plainenglish.com/530. Now you might remember lessons 292 and 293, where we talked about why humans sleep and how to get the best sleep. But one thing I didn't mention there, the importance of a good mattress. And I've just purchased my second mattress in a box, and I'm here to tell you this is a good idea. In today's lesson, we'll talk about the new way to buy a mattress, which is online and in a box. In the second half of today's lesson, I'll show you what it means to fine-tune something, and we have a quote of the week, which will probably anger some of you, but you don't have to agree with it to laugh. Here we go. The first beds and mattresses were created at least 5 million years ago when apes used layers of plant material to create softer places to sleep. The ancient Greeks and Romans made mattresses from cloth stuffed with straw, wool, or feathers. I wish I had a more interesting story to tell, but that's about it. For much of human history, people slept on a softer surface stuffed with plant material or feathers. Beds changed a lot, but mattresses were pretty simple for a long time. In the late 1800s, and early 1900s, things started to change. The inner spring mattress was invented in the 1870s and became popular in the 1930s. The metal coils on an inner spring mattress could provide much more even support, and new manufacturing techniques allowed companies to mass produce mattresses for standard bed sizes. But the springs and the coils cause odd pressure points, especially if you sleep in them for a long time. The springs may have been more consistent than lumpy straw or feather beds, but they still were far from uniform. And if you share a bed, then you know all too well that if one person moves, the other person feels it too. Memory foam came next. Memory foam is a type of material that compresses under pressure and then returns to its former shape. It was developed by NASA in the 1970s. They thought it would be useful for seat cushions, which would absorb a lot of pressure during launches, but bounce back to their old shape easily. Memory foam proved popular in bedding. People with back pain found that these mattresses were more comfortable. Hospital patients did better on memory foam mattresses too. During a long stay in bed, patients didn't suffer from pressure points caused by coils. You might remember television commercials from the 1990s showing a mattress with a glass of red wine on one side. An actor would drop a bowling ball on the other side, and the wine wouldn't spill. But memory foam had its own type of discomfort. When you got onto an early foam mattress, you sort of just sank into it. It was hard to move around, and moving during sleep is perfectly natural and healthy. They were also hot. Memory foam traps body heat. Over the years, mattress makers have experimented with different materials. Latex, in particular, introduces some of the bounciness that we associate with spring mattresses. By layering memory foam and latex together, mattress makers can fine-tune the product. Most mattresses combine sturdy foam with traditional memory foam and a few layers of latex. They feel supportive and even, like memory foam, but they have a little responsiveness and bounce too. They might not isolate movement like pure memory foam, but they don't transfer movement like old mattresses either. The new design allows mattress makers to rethink how the whole industry works, including the packaging and buying process. The old way to buy a mattress was to go to a mattress store. They had dozens of mattresses on a showroom floor. You would lay down on a mattress for a few minutes in full view of everyone and try to decide if it was comfortable. It was disorienting. How could you tell in a few minutes if a bed would be comfortable forever? The overhead lights were blinding, and a salesman was looking at you the whole time. Now, I hope you don't choose wrong either, because getting a mattress delivered to your house is expensive, and good luck returning it. A lot of companies didn't even accept returns. So I hope you like your $2,000 mattress. The industry was fond of confusing tricks too. The big mattress makers would have oodles of model names and numbers for basically the same product. That made comparison shopping impossible. And the big mattress makers in the US, they were Sealy, Serta, and Simmons. They dominated the department stores and mattress stores. They crowded out innovation. But today, it's all different. Direct-to-consumer brands are starting to overtake the old lumbering giants. Here's how it works today. You visit the website of a mattress maker. They show you a few models. Unlike the old days, there are only a few options to choose from. Sometimes a company only offers one or two models, and they're a lot more affordable than the old designs. Well, then you order the mattress and it arrives in a box. It's heavy, but the box is small. The mattress comes compressed. You open the box in your bedroom and you unroll the compressed mattress. You cut off the plastic and it immediately begins to take its rectangular shape. After a few hours, it's ready for you to sleep on. The new mattress makers let you try the mattress in your home for a long time, at the very least a full month, but most give you 90 to 180 days. You can't recompress it and return it, but the company will come collect it and donate it if you're not satisfied. And that's free. But most people are satisfied because these products are good. All right, so if you want to try this out, I highly recommend it. 6 years ago, I was sleeping on an inner spring mattress that I had been using for, at that time, 12 years. It was time for an upgrade. So I took what seemed like a gamble and I bought a compressed foam mattress from an online-only company called Leesa, Leesa. It came in a box, just like I described, and it was the most comfortable mattress I had ever had. Well, I came to Mexico, as you know, and I decided I needed another mattress in a box. And here, there's a mattress maker called Nooz, Nooz. And again, it came in a box, and again, super comfortable. So JR, a couple of years ago, got a mattress in a box too, and he likes his. So my recommendation is this. If your mattress is not working for you, then look at one of these brands. Make sure you get a trial period and free returns, but these foam mattresses are the way to go, in my opinion. This is a good one. Now I'm going to show you the English expression fine tune. This is a verb phrase. To fine tune something is to make very small changes as you try to make it perfect. Now, before we go any farther, let me share where this comes from. To tune an instrument is to make the small changes to the instrument so that it produces the sound that you want. Now, I'm not musical at all, but I know that every time you pick up a guitar, you have to tune it. You have to adjust the tension of the strings so that when you pluck a string, it makes the sound that you need. You tune a piano so that striking every key produces the same sound on your piano as it does on other pianos. And in both cases, this is a very delicate process. When you tune a guitar, you don't crank the pressure way up and way down. You just delicately make a little change here, then try it. That's a little too much. Back the other way. Try it again. How does it sound now? Almost there, a little more. Oops, that was too much. Let's go back a little. There, perfect. That's the thought process of tuning a guitar. So that's what I want you to keep in mind when we talk about fine-tuning something. You make small adjustments here and there, trying to get the best possible outcome. When you are designing a new product, you will fine-tune the product. You will make many small changes, trying to get it right. Today, we talked about the new generation of mattress makers, and I said they can combine materials to fine-tune the product. So today, a mattress manufacturer has hundreds, thousands of combinations of materials, foams, layers, coverings, thicknesses. So they might make a prototype mattress that feels perfect, but it traps a lot of body heat in the top layer. The test users love the mattress, but they're burning up at night. Okay, now they add a different type of foam on the top layer. How's that? Too bouncy? Okay, let's change the base layer to make it thicker. Oh, that didn't work. Now let's readjust that top layer. Okay, great. Now we've got a mattress that feels right and doesn't trap heat. But wait a second, what's that smell? Why does the mattress smell like chemicals? What can we add to the foam to reduce the smell? Try a new coating to disguise the smell of the foam layers. And on and on and on they go, fine-tuning the product until they think it's perfect. If you're giving a speech, you can fine-tune the speech. You read it over and over. How does this sound? What if I moved this part closer to the beginning? Let's change a few words here or there. This seems a little long. Can we cut anything out? You're fine-tuning a speech. The same goes for authors of books and magazine articles. The last round of revisions is fine-tuning the manuscript so that it's just right. You can fine-tune a skill set. Golfers, oh man, they spend a lot of time fine-tuning their golf swings. And I'm not just talking the pros. A lot of amateur golfers hire instructors to watch their swings. They videotape themselves and analyze the tape. The instructors, who charge by the hour, give endless small tips to help the golfers fine-tune their swings to make small adjustments. How are you holding the club? Where are your feet pointing? How much is your back arching? How far back do you go? What's your follow-through like? Where are you looking as you finish the swing? All these are ways to fine-tune your golf swing. You can fine-tune a machine. What adjustments can you make to a machine so that it runs more efficiently, so that it produces fewer errors? You can fine-tune a business process, like a workflow. Let's say you produce English lessons every Monday and Thursday, and these lessons require the participation of a lot of people. What changes can we make to the process that make it more efficient and make it less likely that we make a mistake? Can we adopt a new tool? How do we communicate? Those are all ways to fine-tune a business process. It's time for a quote of the week. We'll keep this one quick. Today's is by Oscar Wilde. This is not the first Oscar Wilde quote we've used. I think I once said he's always a good source for a quote. Well, he said, "Only dull people are brilliant at breakfast." Dull means boring. So think about that for a second. Only dull people are brilliant at breakfast. He's saying that if you're truly brilliant, you're up late at night, or your brilliance shines through later in the day. He was not one of those early to bed, early to rise types, from what I know. Oscar Wilde says, only dull people are brilliant at breakfast. You don't have to agree with it to think it's funny. Well, that's all for today's lesson. On Thursday, we'll start the first of our 4 holiday special lessons. These lessons will be shorter and about holiday winter type topics and a little easier to understand. The first one on Thursday will be about snowmobiling, so you can look forward to that coming up in just a few days. See you then.